We call this Lugnutz. Just show me your ass. You know that's what I want to say. Hang on, can we trust this? This is Fox News. No OJ, though. No OJ.
Yeah, no. The Broncos are getting very popular.
Less murdery. Well, it's just a gigantic automotive gangbang. Rolling out more Model Ts. We're going live right now.
All right.
We are on podcast number 83 of the Walljangers and Walljangers Media Network. I, of course, am Matthew Bugrell, the Mattman, and to my left is Stephen Bugrell, Big Brother. He had a big idea to do a podcast, and we call this Lugnutz.
Welcome, folks. We've got a lot of stuff for you. 32 cars you don't want to avoid, a surprise called Vision. We have something about Steve McQueen. He's been dead for a while, I think, and he's still making the news. We have an ultra-rare Chevy Corvette, cars that you're going to want to collect because they're going to be valuable. We have Dodge news, a bunch of concept.
I had it on Triforce. Now we're on Lugnutz. So,
okay.
Yeah, we're Lugnutz, not Triforce. Sorry, by the way. Hi.
A bunch of concept cars.
Yeah.
Subaru has something special to tell us, along with a couple recalls.
Excellent.
All right.
Man.
We'll head on over to the first story. You can catch us here at pajangersandwalljangers.com.
Yeah, pjnwh.com. You can go ahead and click about us and find absolutely every single one of us. You can find Big Brother, me, Old Man, Twitchy Wilson, Teddy Schools. We got to get Matt Kennedy up there. But yeah, you can find us. You can actually contact us, and if you want to be part of the Walljangers and Walljangers Love Balloon, like you've seen, I'm sure, the Black Opinionated podcast with Matthew Kennedy. He's really heavy into the big love balloon there. He's just pumping out, a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you want to be part of it right there, contact us. And then we go into the first story, which was a surprise for everyone.
Yes, Sony is creating an electric car.
Nobody
called Vision S.
From Marvel?
I don't think they did licensing.
Do you get an Infinity Stone? Oh man, that'd be so worth it.
You can buy them on Amazon. Don't expect them to change the universe for you.
Well, I mean, then no.
It is meant to be. They are going to make it a self-driving car as much as they are. It has a 3D grasp of reality. They gave us no other specifications.
But
this Vision car you see here on screen, and you go to the other pictures, is meant to be a reference for their other cars.
Now that is an interesting car.
It's very futuristic.
It is, but I mean, it's very. You have the whole screen across the dashboard. You have the personalized screens in the back for the
screens
kids.
in the back are normal.
I'm assuming that that's a cup holder. That's that right there.
I hope it has cup holders. Not that I'm going to buy one. I have.
But I gotta
go up to that post.
That's not bad.
It kind of looks a little French.
A little bit.
Like how all those French cars kind of got that weird look, like someone.
They have the weird front end.
Link, they're not coming, buddy.
It's just us, dude. Come here. Come on, the people miss you.
So this is a special announcement from Link, Kelly, Chris. Link misses you.
He's waiting for you. So if you guys just want to come on over and... So,
I think it looks good.
It
doesn't look horrible. It looks very well measured.
I mean, especially that's something that you don't really think you're going to want from Sony. But they do cameras and they do speakers, so they are familiar with doing.
And they put out games with artificial intelligence. Is a big thing in games.
Gran Turismo and all that.
All sorts of stuff. Granted, their games are.
I mean, the rims. I like those.
They're
rims.
not bad.
Especially the red.
It is a silver car.
Guarantee you those are Brembo brakes.
For those of you playing the home game, it is a silver car with a little bit of a sloped front, 4 doors. Mm-hmm. What's the backside look like? If we go down, does they show the backside? If you scroll down, there you go.
Got a nice
kind of bit of a new age curvy backside.
Nice LED
it's not bad.
lights,
Yeah.
and it very much.
It's very stylish.
You're not really seeing. Or there's the headrest, which you really care about, but they
The
still
seats.
don't.
It has seats. 4 of them.
The headrest with the and then the personalized climate control in the back. Really kind of
like
standard looking for back seat, but front seat very standard.
They
very
have a clock just in the very lower set. I don't know if it shows up on screen.
No.
If you go higher,
Oh yeah,
it's
right
behind
there.
your head there.
Right there, you can see in the top portion. Right there.
Yeah.
There's a clock.
It's got a little clock. It doesn't look like a bad car. I
They
can see.
are afraid to
Depends
show
on
you their
how
ass.
they'll price it.
Look at this. 35 fucking pictures, and they are afraid to show you their ass. It's like a college. Like, what the hell? Just show me your ass. You know that's what I want to see with the car. I want to see your ass, but you're not showing me. You're showing me the side view. It's like it's fucking Instagram or something.
It looks like
at this.
it's going to have a lot of.
Are they shy because of the fucking?
You know what?
taillights?
It looks like it could be a hatchback. They could do it in the form of a hatchback, where you could have extra storage space back there.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got a really big trunk. But
Probably.
our next story, we have Steve McQueen news.
Ooh, Steve McQueen.
I'm fairly certain he has been dead
Probably. I would imagine.
for some time now.
Yeah.
Steve McQueen's long-lost Mustang from the movie Bullet has been found and sold for $3.4 million.
Okay.
It was sold in Kissimmee, Florida at the Kissimmee auction. It's a 1968
Ooh.
Mustang
Ooh.
GT 309
You
stunt
see
car.
a nice picture of the rear end.
Most famous for the San Francisco Chase. It was originally bought for $3,500. That is quite a bit of appreciation, but it probably went for that much because the guy in the photo there, Steve McQueen, is driving it.
Yeah, very infamous with
do they have
the.
other pictures?
Saved me about
Oh
3
God,
hours.
no!
Oh
What are you gonna do with that
oh
thing?
God, no.
Do some crane kicks.
Fuck your ad. No, Bill O'Reilly, we don't want you.
You can
Nobody wants you, Bill O'Reilly.
on a car podcast. No.
So here we go. This is a nice picture.
Yeah, the owner's name was not disclosed, obviously, because he'd like the car to stay in his garage.
Yeah.
They have the new Mustang behind it. It was probably to push the new Mustang.
Yeah.
That's a really big windshield on the new Mustang.
Yeah. I think we.
But it is a classic look. When they
It is a
brought
classic
the Mustang, saved it from the 80s and the
Yeah.
90s,
Yeah,
they
fast
sort of
cars, yeah.
started to go for that sort of classic look.
Yeah. And now you still have an infamous look with the Mustang.
Oh, yeah. It's really good.
With that front
Sleek.
grille, as long as you kind of, because it's almost like they said, you know what made
Oh, the
Mustang?
old one, yeah.
That gigantic grille, nice
The
headlights.
look all together, it's a great look.
It's very much stayed.
And it looks
Like that.
those tires don't have a lot of tread left on them. They're going to need new tires.
I imagine that they probably know about that.
Okay. Well, the next story is an ultra rare. I think that's just the guy who drove it, not the guy who from the auction. Yeah.
Ultra rare
An
Ford.
ultra rare 4-door Corvette. This is one of 4.
Hang on, can we trust this? This is Fox News.
But it says from the NBS Auto Showroom.
Okay, so we can trust it. Okay,
So it is trustable.
it's corroborated.
If you would like one yourself, it was created 40 years as a concept. They created 4 of them. If you go down, it shows the T-top roof for all 4 people. Available for the use of all. If you just scroll down.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at other issues. There we go.
There it is. It's another
4-door. Wow,
It's-
that's long.
Those are
There you go.
big front doors. It's a bright. This one is bright orange. It looks like.
We get paid twice as fast with
Could you do
QuickBooks.
something about the sound?
I'll do it.
Yeah, we can. Hang on.
All right. It is bright orange. It's like when you took that silly putty and you put it on the newspaper and you stretched it out in the door section. That's what it looks like. It's probably
Okay.
got a pretty beefy engine under there. But you scroll down.
Working through technical difficulties here. There we go.
The backside looks
See,
like a
they're not
Corvette.
afraid to show you their ass.
Looks like a Corvette.
Yes.
It looks like a Corvette from there. If you go down even more, there should be.
Because
Where
the
was that
Corvette
the
is the one, or is it the Corvette or the Fiber that had that one year where they had the line right down the middle? It
I
was
think
the
that's
body line.
Go
That was
Faster
it.
stripes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
No. There you go. That looks pretty good for the
That-
era.
That's pretty.
It looks, the seats looked concept car like you weren't meant to sit in them.
Yeah, I mean, they
If you'd like to add this to your collection, you can find one for as low as $800,000, up to the top end one, which they searched, $275,000.
Wow.
If you've got that type of extra money, feel free and give me some.
You know, but I mean, even still, for
It's
this
got
kind
a
of,
350-inch cubic V8. I
for
think
this kind
it
of
said back
classic
there.
car, though.
It is.
If it's your thing.
It reminds me of what was the was it Motley Crue video where they had that stretch limo Corvette.
Yeah. You know.
It kind of looks like that, except with one set of doors behind the driver.
Yeah, it's just it's a little bit long, especially trying to find a parking space for that.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck parking that in like New York or even like out front.
You know what? It's probably not bigger than a one of those SUVs.
out front of the Walljangers cave, if you try to park like street
Because
parking.
that backside is shorter than the bed in a Suburban. You know, behind the passenger compartments.
Okay,
It can't possibly be much bigger than that.
I would imagine not.
And if there are 4 in the world and you can find them, you could get one.
And cash out.
All right, next we have the top selling collectible cars list. The one that says Dodge.
Oh shit! Come here, thing. Come on, I got a bone for you.
I was searching Dodge.
I got a bone to pick with you.
I mean, he's pretty convinced that Chris
He is. He's looking for Kelly. Which
and Chris, yes.
I've heard a rumor that we may actually see Kelly.
That would be
Pop
nice
soon.
to see him.
He may
So
be
we have a list here of these cars. These are cars that are becoming rather collectible. The very
Ooh,
first
Type
car
R.
is a Type R. If you go down, they should have the
man,
year.
that is a sexy car. I love
97, 98, 2000, and 2001 only.
Yeah, man. Troy has been known from another person in the industry that I know. He called Troy the Integra Killer.
It says here ahead of us, prices are up 21% from last year.
I would imagine that's just because of
One at auction shipped for $63,000.
Yeah, I would imagine that price went up just because of Troy, because he has killed a bunch of them. But he's never had a Type R, but the Type R is one of those niche cars that if you have one, you know what you have. There's a Type R that comes into
Yeah,
work.
go back up to the picture.
Yeah, there's a Type R that comes into work, and it is yellow, and it's just so.
Is it that one?
fantastic.
Is it from New York with license plate? I can't read it.
No.
Go down to the next car. So pick up a Acura Type R.
There you go.
I think this is the BMW. Oh, this is the M Roadster, 98 to 2002.
Okay.
Let's look at the specs. It's not a bad. It is a blue convertible in the picture. 315 horsepower with an S54 engine.
This is the 2001. They also
3-liter inline 6.
the Z3 and installed the 240 horsepower S52 3-liter inline 6 motor. The M Gang also pulled plenty of parts from the E36 3 Series at the time. So this
It's
is a
kind
little
of
bit
funny because it was in response to the Mazda Miata.
it was, and you know
You
what?
too
Both
can-
of them kind of look alike.
Yeah. Well, they're going for that same British hot hatch.
Yeah, Roadster. Yeah.
British, not hot hatch, convertible, Roadster.
Yeah.
But they want it to work. You can get one for about $30,000. Next, we have the Viper.
Okay.
The 96 to 2002 Viper. They're no longer making them anymore.
I would imagine no.
It's Probably very expensive. This one is blue with white Go Faster stripes.
8-liter V10.
Yeah, 400 to 450 horsepower. Wow, that price is actually surprising.
Yeah.
You can get one for $66,000. I would have expected more.
Yeah, I mean, but American car.
Prices, okay,
From 48...
from 40,000.
Yeah, 48,700 to 55,900.
Maintenance?
97 Viper GTS. Which
Maintenance
costs you
is
about
probably going to
66.
be very expensive.
So it went down a bit in price from when it was new. It was 66, but now you're looking about 48 to 55. That's not bad retention for the car, though.
Especially because they're not making them anymore.
Yeah.
I did pick this list because some of the cars are obtainable to normal people.
A Ducati.
Next, we have a Ducati 916, 94 to 98.
That's not a
Actually,
car.
there's a reasonable car down there on the list. If you like motorcycles, it's got 2 wheels and the one in the picture's red. Next.
Nice.
You can get one for $10,000. Next, this looks like a Ferrari 360, not 306.
360. Yeah.
Ferrari 360,
pull a
1999 to 2005. And like all Ferraris, they're probably all very collectible.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It
Ferrari
is
car.
a Ferrari. It has a V8 3.6 liter engine, 400 horsepower, 275 pounds of torque. You can get one for about $85,000. 90 if you're going to get a really good one. This one is within the grasp of almost everyone. These things were everywhere back in the
There
day.
is a
They were really
huge,
awesome.
Huge cult following around the CRXs, especially the SIs. I've known a guy who him and his father both drive CRXs, and they're both red ones. Red is a very popular color for this. Now, another problem with the CRXs is that they have the infamous early 90s Honda rust problem, where you can almost hear them rust. It is...
Maybe that's why they're so collectible. For those of you who are at the playing the home game that are screaming at us, say the name of the car. It's the Honda CRX SI. It weighs 1,900 pounds.
Yeah,
Wow, that's light.
Very light. Very
91 horsepower, introduced in 1985 with a 4.
That's why you can take advantage of that.
1.5 liter inline 4.
Yeah. That's
Wow,
why you can
inline
take-
4.
You got
Wow.
the inline 4, you got the 1.5, which seems underpowered, but you only have to push 1,900 pounds. Especially with how light it is, it's a very, very nice gearbox with the 5-speed. It's extremely niche market, but it's
Here
a
we go.
very, very nice car.
The second generation in 1988 arrived with
classic car for drifting as well.
advanced corner, unequal length control arm, sub suspension. With 105 horsepower, and they went up to a 1.6 liter inline 4.
This car
You
was
too can pick one up at the top of the line for $1,500.
Yeah, this car was very popular with drifting because it was a rear-wheel drive car, and it was the 1.5 liter with the rear-wheel drive. Really made it very easy to drift this car, whip it around where you want it. It's very, very.
You know,
fun.
if you're looking to get a car and you want to impress if you want car guys to notice, pick yourself one up for about 15 grand.
If you want to impress somebody, you're not going to be looking at an International Harvest Scout.
It looks a lot like one of those early Land Rovers or
Yeah.
Range Rovers.
It looks like
Land
something
Range
that James
Rover.
May would drive.
This looks like Richard Hammond. He's
Yeah,
all
you
for
think
it.
Richard?
Yeah.
We constantly diverge on what they would
The
drive.
the collectible, but Richard does live in a castle. The collectible ones are 1971 to 1980. It's kind of like a Bronco.
Yeah. No,
You can pick one up for $32,000 at the high end, and as low as 25 grand with V8 power.
Yeah. No OJ though. No OJ.
Yeah, no. The Broncos are getting very popular. now.
Less murdery.
There's that guy that went on Joe Rogan a while back. He takes them and redoes all the Broncos with the best possible parts.
I got to
ever.
tell you, in this car, you're not murdering somebody. You're going on a camping trip.
Yeah.
In a
yeah.
Bronco?
You're
murdering.
going on a holiday.
Yeah, you're murdering somebody in a Bronco. You're
Yeah.
not murdering somebody in an International Harvest Scout. The subject was driving an
That's an
International
old-
Harvest Scout. What? He couldn't afford a fucking Blazer or a Bronco? Like, oh god, that poor guy.
Or he knows his cars.
Yeah.
Next, we have a Jeep. A guy I used to work for had a Jeep, a 2001 Jeep Cherokee.
Those cars, man.
Man, they still run.
Fantastic cars. That
I
is
remember
when Jeep was
it wasn't a
Jeep.
2001. It was like a 90 something. Dad had the Cherokee cab. It would get so cold.
He had the Comanche.
The Comanche
Yeah,
cab.
the Comanche. Yeah.
It had the air conditioner for this, the full-size SUV.
Because why wouldn't you just reuse the same parts, man? Like,
Yeah.
trying to make something new. Just
You
put
could
that
store raw meat in that cab.
Oh, it
Look
would-
down and see how much someone
It
can
would
buy a
get some
2001
freezing.
Jeep Cherokee.
But those are good because they have the four-wheel drive and Jeeps are just bar none the best.
A low-mileage one can fetch for more than $20,000.
And you're looking at a 4-liter inline 6.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really
190
easy to work
horsepower.
on, and which is really easy to work on an inline 6 as opposed to like a regular standard V6. Because with a V6, a part of that, half of the cylinders are going to be facing the firewall, which is going to be harder to get to than the front half. So that's why stuff tends to be more labor intensive when you start to get to that back end.
Oh,
But with
okay.
an inline 6, it's all right there.
Oh, okay.
It's all right there.
You can find one for as low as $8,000
Yeah.
if you're into the SUVs. The price has gone up 3.3%. We have another SUV.
Ooh, Land Rover. These were really popular back in the day.
Is that a Land Rover or a Range Rover?
No, that is the Land Rover.
Land Rover Range Rover, 1970 to 1995, to be more specific.
Yeah.
It is generally the all-purpose outdoor car. Very British. So careful when you buy. You can get one for, wow, $20,000?
4-liter V8.
1995 version, you can get one from $20,000 to $30,000, which is really expensive.
Yeah, it is. Still,
But it is a classic car that will probably go up. It went up 1.8% since 2018.
So it's only going up and
Okay.
down. Okay.
That's not to say current.
And of course, there had to be a
A
Porsche.
Porsche 914, 1970 to 1976. That is a classic. That's a neat looking car.
Yeah.
How much can they get one for?
914. You're looking.
But then again, there's always that 911 market. $32,000 for a bottom of the line one.
2-liter flat 6
125 horsepower, 2-liter flat 6. Very popular.
because it's flat.
In 1971, they only built 3,332. I think they should have built one more.
How
For that
many of those
even
do you
number.
think somebody got taken out in an accident?
Oh, but look how much it said it has increased. 30%.
That means a lot of them. Yeah.
Wow!
That means a lot of them got
30% increase. Damn!
A lot of them got knocked up then. But 2-liter flat 4. Also
Buy these cars to make some money.
Yeah, man.
You may not make actual money. Legal disclaimer.
And a Colts?
A Golf. Oh, and it's not a Golf.
No, the Corrado.
Corrado, 1990 to
Corrado.
1995. That
The Corrado.
is a hot. That looks way better than the Golf.
Yeah.
That is a sexy looking little car.
Back around like the Mark 5, Mark's, around
You
the
are going to be
era.
turning some heads in that little Golf.
Yeah. Nice front ends on Volkswagens. And it is the Golf Type R GTI.
1.8 liter inline 4, again with inline 4, 185 horsepower.
58.
What?
150.
Oh, I
horsepower.
transposed the numbers.
Yeah.
In 1992, they bumped it up to 178 with a 2.8 liter V6
Yeah, the VR6 was
with a 15-degree cylinder spread.
If you can get a anything VR6 with Volkswagen, you're looking at a very, very good car.
You can get one for $8,000. Wow, that is really surprising. How cheap for such a look back up at it
Ended
again.
up-
That is a
ended
hot
up
looking
producing
little car.
100,000 were sold in the U.S. 100,000. But
So that's probably the numbers. Is why in the future I see this as way more collectible. What a beautiful car. For a hatchback.
There you go. You're part of the podcast. They need to see your beautiful face. There you go.
What do we got next?
So
I think that was it.
Was that it? We will find out. Yeah, that
Yep,
was it.
that's it.
So,
Next story.
what? Jump.
They recently found from a junkyard a 1947 Dodge Custom sedan.
Yeah.
It was saved. It will be fully restored. It's a beautiful old car. I put that in because if you see an old car like this, save it.
I saw.
Let's give a look at the inside.
I saw. I saw Eddie drive this in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah! Oh, they have a lot of historic. It's just this awesome little car. I'd love to turn that into like a hot rod. Oh, we got pictures. They have the VIN number. It looks like they have photos of the inside. Oh, you can hit the.
He's
Not a lot of rust.
Link is still looking for Chris and
Kelly, yeah. He doesn't quite He thinks the lights mean Chris and Kelly are coming.
yeah.
All right.
That
So there's
doesn't
some
look
rust around the gas tank, but
That's not where you want rust.
it is. You know, if you are a classic car aficionado, this is the
You
type
could
of thing.
definitely, like that
This
guy
is
on
the
his-
type of thing that makes them hard.
like the guy on his
Man,
channel
look at that.
who used to take the
Heat,
classic
oil,
cars
and-
and he would refurbish them and
Oh
shit.
yeah.
He knew the Pawn Stars.
Mm.
Yeah, he'd be able to spruce this one right up. A whole 100 miles an hour.
Not that it actually went that fast.
No, you're probably looking at like 70, 80.
And it looks like it has a throttle.
And an ejector seat button. No, it was the throttle. I'm sorry.
It's that head change, head oil.
Yeah.
Man, look at that radio.
Oof, AM only, I'm assuming, and a lot of
Hey!
hubcaps.
It comes with the hubcap. So hey, you got the hubcaps.
And a pink girl's bicycle helmet. And that doesn't look like a good door.
I think that's felt. Mm. Beautiful looking car.
Nice way to open up the hood, though.
Up next, we have a brand new look at what Honda has to show us. Okay, this is what I will tell you is not the ugliest car we have. I'm ending on what I think is the ugliest car. At the very end of the podcast, stick around to hear our comments. The brand new 2020 Honda Civic R-Type. It'll have 306 horsepower turbo, 20-inch wheels, 2-liter engine, 4 cylinders, 295 torque, 6-speed manual available, 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. Yours, you can get one now, a 2019 version, for about $3,800.
Okay.
So I think there's, you should say C3 photos. They'll have photos of, the back end, they don't
It's
quite,
always a weird
they
back
don't-
end.
they don't know when to stop styling at Honda. This is not as bad as they've been in the past.
No,
This is
but-
pretty good for a Honda R-Type.
Yeah, but even still, I don't know about that back end. It's just
306
weird.
horsepower is going to make this a favorite at your local track and only track.
Yeah, but to who?
There are Honda people.
It's just
James May. That is the car that James May bought.
Yeah, of course.
James May bought one of them. He loves Honda and he loves the Japanese. As do we. I drive a Japanese car.
Absolutely.
Nissan, but a Japanese car. Next, we have a great looking concept car.
Hang on.
I'm going to call it great.
There we go.
There you go. There's
White and blue. Honda makes a really great blue.
Yeah.
They make
yeah.
a really
It's a
great
really nice
color.
blue.
Really nice blue.
And they'll probably paint it any color you want because it's Honda.
And then
Hold on. Oh, Oh, yeah, this one. I didn't write this down. I'm just going to talk about this. Okay. Yeah, pull this one up. They have this brand new... Honda's going to go with an augmented driving system. I thought the picture looked weird.
okay.
But they have alternate destinations. There'll be more pictures down below. That chewing's going to come up on the audio. That sound is Link chewing his bone. Those
In
of you
case you didn't know.
playing the home game with our very slow internet.
Yeah.
That's a woman with the Honda's the concept car. That's the ugly little concept car we saw.
There we go. The ugly.
It looks like it's from an anime. They took it directly from Pokemon.
No, that's not Pokemon. That's more. That's something Disney, honestly. That looks like.
But
straight out of
if you go down
Wall-E.
far enough, you'll see they have alternate locations for like drinks and an amusement park.
That looks like something straight out of
You
Wall-E.
can slot. Yeah.
Wall-E.
See if it has.
I'm not gonna
There you
tarnish. I'm not going to tarnish.
Go up to that one there. This is their
It's
concept.
The internet is
Up
very
a little more.
Yeah, the internet.
Regular driving is just A to B.
Very
So they have a picture of a car going from A to B. If you have Waze, it already does the bottom one. They have alternate destinations listed out for augmented driving. You could also go to C, D, and also get coffee or sweets or a book or a friend.
Or E, F, and G.
Honda, we have Waze. Thank you very much. I have Waze.
They still need to get, and that's the thing is, whenever you get like apps involved with the cars, the apps update faster
back
than
up, I
the
just wanted to see
cars, and it's just when you get stuff like Waze and CarPlay and stuff like that. There's just so many factors.
All right, let's see what I have next.
I can't wait.
Me too. I thought it was going to the concept car.
Type
Oh, this is the concept car. I was going to eliminate that because it's kind of stupid.
Yes.
Yes, we have Waze. Get Waze. This is not a sponsorship, but I'll.
The Acura Type S concept.
This is the new Acura concept. It looks.
It looks like they took a TLX and they made it a coupe.
They removed the door handles,
Yeah.
so they got. What did they say on it? It's lower and longer than the current TLX.
Well, yeah, because the TLX is kind of high.
It'll
as
get-
opposed to the TL and the
Yeah.
Integra.
Yeah, it's longer and.
I mean, I always love the. I love
The
what
front-
Acura does with the headlights and the grill. I love the honeycomb grill and those big.
It looks
Acura
like it
symbol.
could be two-door.
Yeah, it's a coupe. Yeah, it's a two-door coupe, and it's. Oh God, I don't want them to call it the Integra. Just call it the Type S. Just give it a new name. Call it the MRX.
No specs.
LRX or whatever you
No
wanna call it.
specs were released.
Yeah. No, it's probably
Next-
going to be a V6.
Next story is also Acura. They're having a brand new RDX.
Because that's probably going to be the 3.2 6-liter that we have in a lot of our cars, or what's in the NSX.
Oh yeah, the next one. This is going to be a short story.
Like Edgar Allan Poe.
This is the new RDX. You just click on the picture. There's not a lot of information that I care about in here. It looks exactly like an RDX.
Yeah.
It's the RDX SH. It'll be all-wheel drive, 4 cylinders, 272 horsepower, and it'll get 21 miles to the gallon. And it looks like an RDX.
That's because it's an RDX.
Okay, next story. This one is blue. For those of you playing the home game, it looks like an SUV, just like all the other SUVs, except the collectible ones we talked about.
Okay. And then Subaru.
Subaru didn't catch on from the Acura problem. Takata airbags are exploding, injuring people. Or is it the other story? Yeah. 2003 to 2014 Subarus are being recalled because it could shoot metal through the driver.
Now, here's the thing. Takata is the company who has been... Takata's a third-party company that everybody uses. Everybody uses third-party companies because, hey, I make airbags. Cool, man. You got an airbag for me? Yeah, man. I got one that'll fit in your car. So everybody ends up buying Takata airbags. So when they don't test their product, that's when you're
Oh,
going to
look, they have a number. Owners can contact Subaru Recall at 888-575-1000. 1382. This is just for within the continental United
have
States.
your VIN number ready, and they'll look it up by your VIN and let you know if you're.
Or just go to a Subaru dealer near you. They'll love
And
to
don't
help you out.
crash on the way. Now it is VIN specific, so you may have to call up the Subaru
I
dealer
should hope.
and get it ordered.
I should hope that Subaru's doing what Acura did and giving people a little ringy ding. By the way, the
Legally.
car is going to kill
Legally, you have to.
Okay, well, expect a call or a letter.
Letter.
Singapore Auto Show is the next one. They have a brand new Subaru Forester, and wait till you see the name. The brand new Subaru Forester is F. They're calling it the FUCK.
Yeah. Subaru.
The Forester Ultimate Custom Kit.
So they're giving.
No one in Japan thought we're just going to call it the FUCK.
Nah, man. Forester Unlimited Customized Kit Special Edition. That is.
Oh, sir, which Forester do you have? I have the FUCK. Oh, okay.
Foxy. If you
The next
add
one.
edition in there, then it's Foxy. Then it kind of sounds like you're saying Foxy Lady.
This next one is where Troy got his name, Turbo Troy. They have a brand new STI coming out.
Okay. It's probably going to look like another Evo, huh?
This one is at the Tokyo Auto Show, not the Singapore
It's
Auto
looking
Show.
pretty Evo
apparently.
already right there.
Yeah, I think there's pictures below. There you go. It is a. They're going for the wagon look.
No.
They'll have electronic dampeners, a turbo 1.8 liter flat 4-cylinder.
That looks
no
like I
other
have to-
numbers were given.
That looks like I gotta go hop in the car and go grab some ice before the barbecue.
That's kind of their market. Go down. You should see the front. The front, I hope. The back, they're really showing off the wagon. Okay, they don't show the front.
They love showing their ass.
Okay, Subaru is all about the ass.
But that looks like a mom-mobile.
View photos.
No, that's the name of the thing, but I don't think. Oh no, there it is.
Hey, there you go.
And more of their ass. Nothing but ass here.
10 photos, and we have to now click on another link. There you go. It looks.
God, that was a lot just to be disappointed by.
It has a little hood scoop. It's white.
That looks,
it looks like
it's about to ask me where the 10 rings of Shangli are.
It is a what they call a sleeper, is what I think they're going for.
It looks Asian.
Yeah.
With an attitude problem.
Aren't they owned by an Asian
They're owned by everybody.
company? Okay. Well,
It's just a gigantic automotive gangbang.
I added this because an STI is generally a driver's car. It is a turbo, and
Or
they'll
a
give you
person's,
numbers
personal
later.
problem.
Listen to a future podcast, and I'm sure I'll cover the actual numbers when it comes out. Next is kind of disappointing. We're talking about Leafs. The Nissan Leaf, to be specific.
They'll probably.
They have a brand new Nissan Leaf. The photos do it as a lot of justice. This is their big announcement. It's going to have an 8-inch touchscreen.
All right.
It'll go for about $32,000 with 149 miles of range. You can get one for about
A good.
$33,000 for an extra 60 miles. I think for to get up to 200 miles is an extra $6,000.
$6,600 just for to get
60?
up to 26.
Yeah.
You're
So-
still better off just buying a Tesla.
To get 226 miles, still $6,000. That's 150 miles. When I was at the supermarket the other day, I saw the guy with the electric Golf. That's about the same mileage that the Golf gets,
Yeah.
but you get to drive around in
If
a
you
Golf.
have short city driving, that kind of a car can really kind of benefit you. But honestly,
You go back to the picture. I don't like the styling.
You're still better off with Elon.
I don't like the styling.
No, you're still better off with Elon.
It has an engine. That's the engine.
Well, no, that's the inverter and
All right, there's an engine or something
brake
under
fluid
there.
and battery.
That's the part that makes it go.
But even still, yeah, it looks like a Leaf.
It's not a good looking car.
It's a Nissan. It's a very Nissan. front end.
Volkswagen makes a very nice looking car, I will say.
I mean, Nissan is very pointy. You know, unless you get to the Cube, then they're very, I don't know, round. And
I don't
weird.
know what they were thinking on that one.
Round and weird. Somebody tripped.
Next story, I'm sorry to say, is also electric. This next story doesn't make any sense. When you take into account this story, the last story is on the 2020 Leaf.
Yeah.
This one is on their all-new, they're calling it E-Force 2021. All-wheel drive electric. It'll have a 0 to 60 time of not 1 second.
Okay,
0 to 60 time of 5 seconds.
Very
Looks
iRobot.
SUV-ish.
Very iRobot.
Big
blue,
car-ish
sleek
looking.
design. Almost like an Acura front grille, like I was saying. with
Here's the part.
honeycomb, And then the LED front.
Here's the
headlights.
part that I think is interesting. The 2020 Leaf will get 149 miles. This one will have a 300-mile range. So, if you're looking to go electric, I would wait till 2 or 3 years down the road.
You're still
when you
not
get
as
actual-
impressive as Tesla though with the electric.
Oh yeah,
cars.
no, they're very impressive.
Elon's still far ahead of all of them in range, and I mean, yeah, I can see electric vehicles being a very solid choice, especially with the amount of torque you get off of them.
And he is
impressive.
also trying to put people on another planet. Next, we have another recall.
And he had a very interesting dance striptease on a Japanese expo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Next, Ford is recalling cars 06 to 10.
Ugh.
The Fusion, Mercury, and Lincoln. The hydraulic system is broken.
That's an
There are
active live stream picture of the actual rolling out more
You might
Model
wanna go
Ts.
scroll down a little so they can see the hole. Now the hydraulic system is broken and several people have been injured. So if you do own an 06 to 2010 Fusion, Mercury, Lincoln, or MKZ, get to the dealership now before you die.
Even though they can't stop, I mean,
It's not a very.
that's a very
It's-
nice front end.
It's not
It's a shame
bad.
that's going to be wrecked.
It's not bad, I guess. They did say at least 2 people were injured so far. So far, no deaths. Fortunately.
Well, I mean, you could always, just toss up the e-brake.
Shake, rattle, rattle, shake, beep, beep.
You could always just, just slowly pull up the e-brake and, I don't know, turn
Next,
off the
we
car.
have a rock star is selling a car, and I wanted to look at it.
Travis Barker from Blink-182. This man is an amazing
Live
drummer.
from TMZ, not
Yeah.
live.
This man is an amazing drummer, but
He's
his
selling
car-
his Cadillacs. He should get a lot of money off of it.
Now that top one there, that
100
is very small, or not small, but Pleasantville.
Oh yeah, they're very
Yeah.
beautiful. They look like beautifully restored cars. Whoever gets them is gonna look at the shaved door handles. It's yellow. It's not a convertible, but the bottom one is a convertible. It's blue. It's got white wall wheels, or something that looks like white wall wheels. Chip Foose has those rims that look like white wall wheels. So he's even got a Cadillac tattoo. Check.
Boobs.
And there's some tits. That's
Yeah.
TMZ.
Yeah.
All right.
Very.
Now you're going to have to brace yourself for this one. And glad you turned off the sound. Because the Prius is getting a new look.
Oh god.
Are you ready? You're going to want to wash your eyes.
I'm never ready.
Holy shit! Look at that!
Did they watch too much anime too?
Play that beautiful bean footage. Yeah. Make that full screen on that. Motherfucker. Holy crud. You know what? It's not the Prius. It looks like something out of a science fiction film. It's very... They got Honda to design
Were
it.
they getting high with Elon?
Look at the back of that. That looks
Somebody
like
was
something out
watching
of this.
Batman.
Oh yeah, someone was high watching Batman in
Like-
California. Like, this is what we're gonna do.
Like Adam West Batman.
People always make fun of the Prius. I'll show them.
You know, like, I'm going to make it look like
Wow,
a Batmobile
that
in the back.
back end. It's got like this giant fins are back. It has two fins with brake lights and a massive fin in the back, and it's got these
It's almost...
bizarre diamond wheels. The fin goes. It's like someone took an index card
It looks like
this
it's smiling.
and
Look.
stuck it through the top. It has a mohawk.
Yeah.
They gave it a mohawk.
Here's the thing. It looks very 1960s Batmobile, but
Oh.
it's very much like a Mohawk. It's future in the
You
front.
know what? I kind of like the front.
It's an
Except for that
automotive
lower
It's
section.
an automotive Mohawk. It's future in the front, 60s in the back. Business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah.
Future 60s.
Ooh.
That's where they're going.
Quickly end it here on some cars we can look at.
Oh. So that's what you got with the new Prius, huh? Making it look like a Batmobile.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. Shown at the Tokyo Auto Show.
Oof, automotive mullets aside. That's gonna sound amazing. Thank you.
This is the first. Oh yeah, this is the Yaris. Oh, I have forgot about this story. The Yaris is having a brand new car in 2020. They're competing with the car we were mentioning earlier. This will have 268 horsepower. Have you heard that
Okay.
before?
Yeah.
It was shown at the Tokyo Auto Show. 1,200 pounds, 1,280 pounds, 1.6 liter turbo four-wheel drive.
This car is a car that everybody's been sleeping on. Is the Yaris? All right.
It's not a horrible looking
It is a solid car.
compared to that last
Yeah.
Prius.
Yeah.
I'm glad I ended on this one. I was thinking when I did this.
Look, it's a solid car. The Yaris. When I started working for a Toyota as a mechanic, one of the experienced mechanics, he was like, "Look, if you're going to do yourself a favor, buy a Yaris. They last forever. They never need anything, and they're solid cars. It's a solid pickup car. Does what you need it, and that's what it is. It's still a solid car. Now you put some effort into it." And you get something beautiful like this. So that's a
Which told me
good
that in
job for Toyota.
2013 was my car. All right. Now we'll go to the very first list.
Oh, not Triforce. That's tomorrow.
32 cars that you should avoid at all costs.
Oh, look
We
out.
have practical buying advice here on Lugnutz.
Yeah, man.
This is the shit you don't want to buy no matter what.
Acura RLX.
Acura RLX
Yeah, that's very true.
is rated a 59 according to this website, that's not an RLX.
That's not an RLX.
That's not an RLX. That's
an NSX.
Oh, that's sexy looking. That might-
Don't buy this car. It's too sexy.
yeah, an RLX.
Yeah, no, an RLX does not look like that.
This is an RLX.
That is an RLX, yes. Which it has all-wheel steering.
Which the concept car, that's what it's going to look like.
It does have all-wheel steering. It's very nice to drive, but it,
Apparently got a 68, whatever that means. The Dodge Journey, which I
need
could
a
have told you
Dodge.
that one. It's an SUV.
Look, the main thing is you have to remember what the definition of Dodge is. It means to avoid. Why would you buy a car that is telling you flat out you need to avoid this? It's like ignoring when I get sick. Yeah, it's like ignoring when you get signs of being sick. and going to work. It says Dodge. It means don't buy this. All right,
Go scroll down, see what the
Dodge
score they
your
gave.
journey. Yeah, no, you should avoid that car.
It got a 45.
Look, see, avoid.
Avoid this one. It's probably deadly.
Their
too.
next car is called Avoid at All
Poor
Costs.
reliability.
Yeah, no way.
Ford Fiesta. Ooh.
Oof.
It's,
That is a big old schnoz car right there.
You know what? And they're not making cars anymore. So maybe this is why. In the past, they had some not bad looking cars.
Yeah.
But let's see. This got a 44.
44.
Probably not very.
I mean, interesting back end there. You know.
It decreased in value 30% over a year. Holy shit. Next up, we have a Nissan Pathfinder. You want to avoid this.
I was just talking about a Mom-mobile. They took the Pathfinder from a truck frame, which was an H frame, and they made it to this, which was unibody frame. And they completely fucked it up with this.
Here's the thing. You want a truck frame if you want hauling.
And that's what it was for. A lot of people love the Pathfinder because they could take it anywhere. It was
It's
a truck
probably,
frame, it was
this
an
car
SUV.
is probably very safe because those unibody frames are very safe.
Yeah, but you go to pick up Timmy at soccer, not go off mountain climbing with your buddy in the Rockies like people were with the other Pathfinders.
That's why they have the Xterra.
That's
They
why,
still
like Uncle
make that.
Bud, he has an older Pathfinder. He doesn't have the newer
I thought he had
Pathfinder.
the Xterra. No, he has the Xterra, I think.
He has one of them. But it's still an H frame.
Let's see what
That's
score
you want
they
for
gave
it.
it according to Forbes. I got this
53.
off of 53. Wow, that's good. Does it have mention reliability? I don't see it. Meh.
28%
Navigation
after
system.
5 years, 44, but I don't know.
Wow, 44% drop in price. Wow, that sucks.
But that
If you
is
own a Pathfinder, I'm very sorry for your loss.
That is a Pathfinder. If you want to buy a Path, that is what you want.
That
for a
model,
Pathfinder.
not the
That
one above.
model, not the one before. That is what people wanted, and that's not what they got.
For
It's
the
almost-
hauling and the all-around usability.
It's like wanting to watch Tom Holland's Spider-Man and getting Andrew Garfield.
Okay. Next up, of course, you want to avoid. It's the
God.
Jeep. What's the up a little so I
It's
can
the
read it?
Rubicon.
No,
the
the Jeep Wrangler JK.
Yeah, it's an extremely uncomfortable
Jeep.
car.
If you're a Jeep person, you'll like it. I know someone who has a Jeep, and they recently had some issues with their temperature
You know what a Jeep
sensor.
is? It's this with wheels. That's what it is. It's a tin can with wheels. That's
It was
all.
created for World War II to
Yeah.
get people from one place to the other.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it was.
In 1944, it was the best car around. It's
people
not,
do interesting things with them.
It's not 1944 any longer. What did it get? What did Forbes give it? So low they did 26 out of 100. Oh,
I can't even say that.
poor reliability grades from both CR and JD Power.
That's a wump bum bum bum. Yeah. R.I.P. Ugh.
For the company that touts himself is going anywhere. Oh boy, Dodge Grand Caravan.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
man.
they're not.
Yeah,
they're-
they've been around for a very, very long
Uncle
time.
Frank used to have the original one. It's probably
Yeah.
worth something. Right?
But it's
Probably nothing, but-
not a
What did it get?
not a good van.
No marks on reliability. No way. Wow, comes with a 4-liter?
Did they just stop rating them?
Yeah, no, it got so low they didn't even rate it.
They just stopped rating them, but it looks exactly.
We do
like a
we
town
do
and
have
country.
them at work.
Yeah, but it's a Chrysler Town and Country. It's the same car. That's
And-
why you just have a Xerox copy of it. So
Avoid it.
the Acura ILX. Oh no.
The Acura ILX.
That's
That
not an
is
ILX.
not an ILX.
Then
That's,
once again,
that's sexy.
They were
Ooh.
like, look, just pick a picture of an Acura and put it up.
Go down. Let's see if they have a picture of an ILX down here somewhere.
What did it
150 horsepower.
I mean, it's a zippy car. It's got a nice. It doesn't have a lot of technology, but it doesn't have a grade either.
They didn't
so
give it a grade.
It's not that bad. It's 2.4
So for
liter
Acura,
four-cylinder.
that's it right there. It's a
Yeah.
little car. It doesn't look bad.
A
It's a nice
blue
little
color.
car.
It's a great car. It is a great car. I don't see these ILXs really having a lot of problems.
They don't have a lot of problems. You want a car that doesn't have a lot of problems.
And they last forever. It's an Acura. It's not. I mean,
stop by Westchester Acura.
you can
and,
take this
buy
list with a
car.
grain of salt. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You can take it with a grain of salt, but it's the ILXs. I don't think I would
Ooh,
disrupt that.
the Mitsubishi Mirage.
I
Look at the picture they chose.
I won't disrupt this one. That one, no. That
We'll
is
do
a
it. Was it
problem.
Mitsubishi 2 weeks ago where they cut the top of the head of the guy off? So we'll
Yeah.
cut their heads off. The Mitsubishi Mirage, 74 whole horsepower,
Ooh,
43
3-cylinder.
miles to 3-cylinder. Holy shit.
3-cylinder.
No
37
numbers. JD Power below average marks on
I
performance.
mean, you're making 37 to 43 miles per gallon.
It's got a
man.
3-cylinder engine, and you thought it would perform.
You're getting some decent miles per gallon out of that little Mirage.
40
You're not-
miles a gallon. That's better
You're
than
not
that.
getting laid, but you're definitely getting. You're definitely getting miles per gallon.
Cadillac XTS. You want to avoid this one.
Yeah.
Cadillacs are you know what? I like the way Cadillacs look. I
Okay.
wouldn't buy one.
No.
Let's see if they have a better view of the Cadillac. They usually have. What did it get? That's not a horrible looking car for a 40.
No, it's very Cadillac.
It's something pop up.
Halfway through
It's
this
something
list.
pop up B would
Halfway
like
through
back
this
in
list,
the
they
day.
just gave up giving it a rating. And they were like, fuck the ratings. But they're just shitting on a bunch of cars. I mean, Cadillac, you know.
They got their market, and they're
Yeah.
mostly dead.
Infinity
Q50 is this one?
That's not a Q50.
That's not a Q50. We're looking for the pic. Okay, it's not important enough to even add.
Hang on.
This could be it.
Hang on. It's a little bit. Oh, God. Oh, God. MKS. There we go.
There we go.
We're getting up there. Oh, God. This is struggle bus. We're working stuff out, Bugs. There's a couple bugs and stuff in there.
Holy 46% of its original value after 3 years. So by the time you're done paying for it,
Yeah. There we go.
you threw your money away.
There we go. So, I mean, it looks nice, though.
It looks nice,
It's a nice looking front end. It's a nice looking car.
but it doesn't
I mean,
retain its value.
No.
So,
No, because it's a Nissan. It's a fancy Nissan.
Yeah.
That's all it is. MKS.
yeah, that's the SUV looking thing for Lincoln. And they have recalls on that. And it's going to kill you. Okay.
I'm right.
Or the MKZ. Okay. Well, it's going to kill you, and it's not very good. According to... You can find this on Forbes.com if you're really interested in the
Non-turbo
specifics.
V6, 3-cylinder.
Yes.
There we go. It's very
It's
good.
not...
It's a Lincoln.
It's
front
all
end.
right
Just puts a
for a
bad,
Lincoln.
put a bad taste in my mouth, though. Like, look at that. It looks like looks like it has eyelashes in the front.
It looks like they're trying to go for a younger crowd. You remember those Lincoln commercials? I'm in the Lincoln, and they get in the old Lincoln.
Yeah.
That's, I'm sorry. Your name is associated. Give me a supercar.
You know, they really... They adequately named this as the Armada because this thing is a fucking boat.
The Nissan Armada, they say you should avoid. What did it get? 390 horsepower.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, V8.
Maybe I get one
Massive
cheap
V8
just-
in that thing, but
8 seats. 8,500 pounds. You're going to have to check yourself when you drive over bridges.
it's a big car. It's
For
a big car.
8,000 pound car.
If you're looking at gas mileage, you're not looking.
You
at
could
this car.
fit that Ducati in this.
Yeah, you're not looking at this car if you're looking at gas mileage
what?
at all. They want us to take a survey, but
No.
I'm not going to take a survey right now. We're doing a podcast. Smallest things in the universe: quirks, atoms, and the exit button for this fucking ad. And then we go down to the Ford Focus.
Ford Focus.
Waiting with bated breath as it loads up. But the Focus, I think Ken Block has used a Focus in his videos. Very, very popular car. But
Drifting. He's
Once
all
again.
about rally.
not really my bag is the American car market. So 51% of its value.
It's projected to return half of its value. Okay.
So, I mean, very
means it's going to
interesting
lose
colors.
49% of its value.
Fiat.
Ford Fiat 500. Fix it again. Tony.
Very
I don't
interesting.
like the Fiat.
No. No.
I don't like anything about that car.
No.
In fact, you shouldn't buy it, and we're going to move on down to the
You
next
should
car.
shun anybody that actually drives that car.
Probably have a lot of... And
Let's be honest.
remember
If
to tip your tow truck drivers if you drive a
they-
Fiat.
Let's be honest. If they drive that car, they're probably a cunt. You know it.
No, people buy Fiats because they're cute. And you know
That
what?
is not
the
cute.
Fiat, because they think they're cute. I don't like the Mini either, but it's not my cup of tea, so they have something for everybody.
car. Oh, it's so adorable. Yeah. No.
If you're going to call it the Fiat 500, it
30.
should have 500 horsepower.
And then they go back to the scoring at the end.
30 out of 100 points. Oh, that's Consumer Reports.
Oh, okay.
They don't always
Okay.
care what Consumer Reports has to say.
You know, I mean,
We're Forbes.
who does? But it's very European looking car.
Yeah, yeah. It's when they tried to bring their
Chrome in all the wrong places.
crap Fiat stuff. Nissan Titan getting rid of a lot of SUVs.
The Titan.
No,
the
this
graphics card.
This is that truck that
Yeah.
when my car had the recall, the guy said, "Oh, it doesn't drive like a truck." You know what it drives like?
It drives,
It drives like a truck because it's a truck.
Yeah, no,
That
it's
one
a
looks like it
truck.
has almost a full size bed. Let's see if they have the
Yeah,
consumer
no, that is a full size bed. That's a.
no consumer report ranking.
But I mean, as far as Nissan,
If you're going to get a truck, you're probably going to get a Toyota.
well, no, Toyota's
V8 5
overpriced.
liter.
Toyota's overpriced. You're probably honestly going for a Chevy if you're going for a truck. At
Yeah.
least if you want it to drive.
Yeah.
But the Titan, it's just it's Nissan. I'm not really sold with Nissan trucks. The Suburban.
Chevy Suburban. We all know what that looks like.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people that have Suburban.
Oh, that's that big orange picture. Whoa, that's a Suburban.
Yeah,
That's a bright car.
that's something.
Oh,
Yeah, that's something right there.
they did some custom work on that. Why don't we take that off the screen before we both go blind?
Oh God, especially with the lighting in here. That's
They
just
call out
burning
now
my
because I'm
retina.
going to find lost 32% in over a year or so. That's
That's the classic
Suburban.
Suburban.
They
No-
have been around since like
Yeah.
forever.
Oh yeah.
They've been around since like 1917, I think. Around there. Let's go down, see what the next one is. Chrysler 200. I didn't know they even made this car.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were
200
still
was
making it.
the introductory to the 300. The 300 was more their luxury line. The 200 was meant to be their small sedan. And it's just,
Yeah.
once again, it's Chrysler. It's Chrysler and Dodge. They're owned by Fiat. They're not very good.
I don't like the hood.
It's stupid. The whole car's stupid. If I'm being honest.
They did a lot of
I'm not trying.
advertising for the Chrysler 300. Football
Yeah.
players,
Yeah.
basketball stars made a lot of money.
51 to 50.
It's able to hold 41% of its value after 3 years. That's not very good.
51 to 53% reliability rating. So
Half of the time, it will start.
Yeah, Chrysler.
I'd like a car that starts every time.
Smart for two.
I've never heard of this.
Never. It's a smart car.
Oh, yeah.
And if you look at
I
the
did
picture-
a study. I did for my bachelor's thesis. I did a study on SUVs, and they had a crash showing a crash. Look it up. Suburban crash test with a smart car.
Oh, yeah.
The Suburban crumples the thing beyond the driver zone.
Yeah.
Just hitting half of it.
Yeah. And
So if
it's,
you'd like to die,
if you want to be like
and you know what? There used to be a guy at work who drove one. He doesn't
Christopher
drive it
Reeves.
anymore.
I was about to say Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Christopher Reeves.
If you want
If
to be
you'd
like
like-
Christopher Reeves, drive a smart car.
We'd all like everyone to be like Keanu Reeves. Oh,
Keanu Reeves does
89 horsepower, full electric.
Yeah.
Yeah. 0.9 liter engine.
0.9. You don't want to make it too big. You don't want to make it too big. You can't actually put these cars
Is
up.
that like this?
Yeah.
That's not even this big.
You can't actually put these cars up on a normal.
It's not
automatic
even
lift.
this big. The engine, it's not even that
No,
much.
you can't put these cars up on a normal automotive lift. You have to have a special thing because they're so fucking small. You can't get 4-post lift underneath of it.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Jeep Wrangler. A lot of Jeeps on here. A lot of Jeep, a lot of Ford.
Yeah. Do you see a pattern here with?
I haven't seen one Ferrari.
anything owned by Fiat.
That looks exactly like the other one.
Yeah.
All right, let's
So
go
if
on.
you have any kind of Jeep Wrangler, it's probably not.
Apparently,
a good idea.
Forbes and all these people don't like Jeep.
No, they don't.
202 horsepower.
Cherokee.
Jeep Cherokee. That's a good-looking car, I think, for an SUV.
Nah, it's a shit box.
Not inside of it, just from me as an outside person to look at.
Outside
I don't
perspective.
want to drive it.
No, yeah.
And if you park it on the street, it's going to be there for a long, long
you
time.
would be happy walking past it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better looking than the Fiat. That's all I'm saying.
That's not hard, but okay.
I'm happy with you. You're happy walking past that car.
It's not the worst SUV in the world.
It's
but,
not.
You know,
It's
kinda-
not. The Jeep Compass.
Jeep Compass. Holy shit! These people got a thing for Jeep.
They really do. They got a hard on for Jeep.
Just
here.
keep going. It's going to look like every other Jeep that there is. It holds 36% of its value after 3 years. Wow, that's not a lot.
That's a yeah, I know, right? That's a shit box. That's what we call that. Ugh. So
It's
the regular Fiat,
another Fiat 500.
yeah, the
We
500
don't need to wait for this picture to load.
The 500L and the Fiat.
4 doors. It scored a 45 out of 100 on Consumer Report, I guess. This one is an electric
God damn you, fucking.
internet.
Thank you, Comcast.
All right. Slowly, we go down the road on this journey of cars you don't want to buy. 32 of them. Mitsubishi IMIEV. Holy shit.
Good lord, anime much?
Holy! Whoa! It's a bright pink zit.
It looks like they had a relation between like the Yaris and the smart car.
People, don't leave your cars alone. Don't leave a Yaris and a smart car. They're going to think each other is hot and go after it.
Don't leave
Why
your
don't-
Yaris with a smart car and an anime maker, because that's exactly what
That's
that
going
looks
to
like.
haunt your nightmares.
Yeah.
And looks like something James May would buy.
Yes.
Only
I'm
$6,000.
trying a different method. There we go.
Kind of ugly. It looks like it caught a horrible disease,
Yeah.
and they tried to save it. The car had necrotizing fasciitis. We shouldn't make fun of it. It had a problem. It can't help.
It's a disease. It
Let's
can't
not make
help
fun of it and just move on to the Cadillac ATS.
because
Hey.
we just have to make different letters in front of the same car that we're
That's
making.
not a bad looking car.
It looks exactly like every other Cadillac.
Except that one has 2 doors.
So it's like every other
A
Cadillac.
response to the BMW 3 Series. It got a 57
It's some
on
kind of a
the
response.
CR 50. There you go.
It's some kind of a response.
That's Cadillac trying to get the interest of younger people.
It's them doing the same thing and just hitting the erase button. Like, all right, we're just going to erase these.
A lot of
two
car
doors.
companies nowadays, you look at all those Jeeps, they all look the same.
Yeah, we're just
Cadillac, they all look the same.
erase this part of the car and smush it, and all right, now we got 2 cars in
Yeah.
one design. So, yeah, Jeep Compass. Everybody hates
Retain
it.
27% of its value. Another Jeep, which we don't care about. We're very close to getting to number 1 here.
Yeah, you have to know what number 1 is. A Maserati.
Maserati.
The Maserati Gilby. I'll wait for this one to load up. I can't wait to see what this is in 27 minutes. Once again, thank you, Comcast.
It's a bad photo.
Oh God, it's like
They're doing all the internet things. They're taking it from the
Yeah.
top.
it almost
It's smiling.
It looks
He's trying
like,
to do lighting there.
It looks like a fat chick trying to take a profile picture, to where it's just taking a picture from a higher up view, looking down, so you can't see all the fat rolls.
Okay.
Not to get specific.
It probably drives great.
That's a Maserati. 17 mid-size field luxury cars. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Where's the nearest Maserati dealer? I couldn't tell you.
Oh, it's actually out near Wayne.
Huh. Figures. Ford Taurus.
I mean, eh.
My boss's boss's boss drives one of them. People who drive it seem rather happy, but it's probably
3.5 liter.
poor marks on reliability. That's why they don't want you to buy it. Wow. You can get one for $3,000. Wow, that's
That's not bad.
Scion IQ.
Yeah, Scion IQ is a very, very small car, and it was never.
Oh.
It was meant for 2 Asian adults and 2 Asian children. That's what the design.
Probably like driving a go-kart.
Yeah, no, that is a go-kart because it was made for 2 Asian adults in the front seat and then.
Can
2
you see that
children.
thing going over a speed bump?
No.
I see that not having enough clearance right there.
Yeah. Let's.
It's when they got into the small cars. Like, oh, we can make small cars. Like, yeah. Clown cars were a thing for a long time.
It
That
got a
doesn't mean you have to make a new
49
one.
out of 100.
And once again, another Fiat.
Another Fiat
X.
500. Apparently, they were very popular.
You
in
can't
Canada
fix
for a
it
while.
again enough
160 horsepower. 184 pounds of torque. It's pretty powerful for a little BMW 7 Series. Wow, that's kind of surprising.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
That one I kind of... you know what? It took me a long time before I liked the front end on the BMW. They got like that buck teeth look.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
I drive a rich people car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
the wagon. Yeah.
The wagon.
Yeah, that's a bad look. That's a bad look.
Oh well.
The estate car. Oh, good lord. This is gonna be...
Well, in the audio version, you can cut out all this.
Oh yeah, audio. This is gonna sound great.
But BMWs are usually nice cars. They're usually reliable, I'd like to think.
Yeah. I mean, Lincoln MKT.
MKT, was that on my recall list? Oh, that's the MKZ. MKT, number 2, the Lincoln MKT.
That's how they get away with it. Is the MK series?
Oh, another SUV.
Yeah, as long as
I think the entire Lincoln product line is on here. Let's see if they rate it in terms of, did Lincoln pay the money to get their car not rated? Listed as rated. 3.7 liter V6.
Okay.
Essentially a
They're trying.
Ford Flex.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
well,
trying.
didn't they eliminate the Ford Flex?
Well, the Ford Flex is a tank of a car too. That is a massive. That's what took out Troy's STI. That was
7 passengers in comfort and style. It has EcoBoost, which does absolutely nothing
no.
with a turbocharger. And the number 1 car for the car you should avoid the most is...
God, the suspense is killing me. This fucking internet is killing me as well. The Dodge Dart.
Dodge Dart. I don't think I've ever seen a Dodge
Once
Dart.
again, I mention to avoid is the absolute definition of Dodge. So Dodge.
While
and
we're
Dart.
waiting on this,
There we go.
there you go. Yeah, I have seen them. They're not.
It's a
bad.
4-cylinder car. It's not anything impressive. They added a turbo to their, sport trim package.
I kind of like the way the front of it. Not in a way where I'd want to buy it, but I
No.
just kind of like the way it looks.
Once again, I would walk past it in a parking lot.
It would be, yeah. That's why I think I didn't see it. I'm like, I've never saw it, but I did.
It was just completely forgettable.
Yeah.
On that bombshell.
It got a 53.
I believe that. I wholeheartedly
Probably didn't
believe that.
retain a lot of value. All right. Well,
But I liked ending this off with a different kind of list and different kind of cars that you wanted to avoid. The Dodge Dart being that.
say the
ugly
front of it.
friend.
It's not horrible.
You know where to shoot because they give you a crosshairs.
You know what was a good Dodge? The Neon. The Neon wasn't a bad looking Dodge.
I had a Neon. I got mad. I hit a hole in the center dash, and it was the perfect beer cozy for when you're sitting there parked and you're doing. You can set 2 beers right on either side of the AC vent. It's an odd thing to like about a car, but
You
when I
like the damage that
Yeah.
your anger
Yeah.
gave you.
Yeah, it was very convenient.
At that point, when you made that hole, you were quitting smoking,
Mhm.
and that's where the hole came from.
Yes,
It's not Dodge. It's not a reflection on you.
It
It's
was-
a reflection on tobacco.
yes, but it was also very helpful afterwards. So that's the lesson of today.
Yes.
But I
So
also
don't get angry and punish your car.
Yeah, you can also contact us. This has been Lugnutz.
Contact us at pjandwh.com.
Yes,
This
sir.
has been Walljangers and Walljangers Media Network.
Yes, sir.
This is Lugnutz. We will see you tomorrow for the Triforce podcast. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, and let's go, boys and girls. We'll see you tomorrow, Monday, for the Triports podcast. And yeah,
With possibly a special guest.
we will see if the possible respawn of our Kelly happens.
And maybe French Fry Man will bring Link some French fries.
And then he'll be less grumpy. He's a very grumpy puppy right now.
Yeah.
You're not murdering somebody in an international harvest cow.
You
But
could
that-
store raw meat in that cow.
A whole 100 miles an hour. It kind of sounds like he's saying foxy lady. That looks like I gotta go hop in the car and go grab some ice before the barbecue.
This is the shit you don't want to buy no matter what. It got so low, they didn't even rate it.
You have to remember what the definition of dodge is. It means to avoid. You would be happy walking past it.
Yeah.
Pizza. Hold on. Pizza. Thank you.
Who was watching?
We had my buddy Ethan Cotter. Ethan was a valet at my job, and he is a very good guy. He is one of the PC Master Race. And
I can see.
we had Matt Kennedy and Teddy Schools.
Okay.
Bye.